Hello, we're lost. Her. Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Kiko, and I published my very first raw vegan book, uh, Namado, and I am part of this amazing ultimate raw vegan bundle, which is on sale now until May 11th. And today I am interviewing an amazing raw pioneer, Karen. Okay, I just got message from Karen. She's ready. She should be joining. So she wrote this. She contributed this book. RAWthentic. I'm sorry. There is a reflection. Okay. Hi. Please join. She should be coming. Okay, so while we wait, I'm all new to this, so I'm sorry. Okay, so she should be joining. So this ultimate raw vegan bundle is all raw and low fat raw vegan. I wish I had this access when I just started raw vegan. I have been on this journey for over 2 decades now, and I have been on high raw vegan. And if I had this access to raw vegan bundle like this, it would have been much, much easier. Oh, I think Karen has joined. I think you just need to tap join with the video. Request, go live, or maybe my bad. Karen should be joining any moment. Oh, hi, Karen!
Hello, how are you?
I am fantastic. I'm so thrilled to have this interview with you. Oh my.
Yes, I'm thrilled to talk to you as well.
One of the pioneer of raw vegan. Thank you so much for all your work. I have been following you for some time, and I have been hiding behind the closet. I didn't want to put myself, and now finally the time is. And this book is amazing. I just
Yes,
I just created
that's my newest book.
I just created 2 recipes yesterday, which I posted on my Instagram.
I
Uh,
saw, yeah,
yeah, they're so good. I love this kind of simple recipe because
yeah,
then I can do something like I can add if I want to, but the basic is so
exactly.
important. So
Yeah.
yes, please introduce yourself. I think many people know, most people know about you in this raw vegan world. You are an icon. You have been there for a long period of time. You have been also a chef, right, in some of the raw retreat. So please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, so I'm Karen Ranzi, and let's see, I've been raw vegan now for 31 years. But I had a big reason, I had a very big reason. I had over 25 years of severe cystic acne all over my face and my back.
What, 20
And the
years?
medications made it much worse. I also had IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, severe digestive issues. And my son, my second child, had asthma and chronic ear infections. My husband was not on board with me making these changes to raw food. There was a lot of fighting in the family
Mm.
because of these changes, but he saw my skin heal. He saw my digestion become excellent. He saw my son's asthma go away so that he didn't need any steroids. And he saw my son's ear infections where he was pulling his ears in pain every day as a 3-year-old, that they just went away and we didn't need to put tubes in his ears.
Oh, wow.
So why would I leave a raw vegan lifestyle
True.
when it was such a big help?
Mm.
Um, it really changed a lot of things, and it made me very excited to learn even more about it. And then I started doing a lot of research. It started about children. So I started doing research for my book, Creating Healthy Children Through Attachment Parenting and Raw Foods. And that was my first book, 500 pages,
Wow.
all about parenting and nutrition and what to give your kids, what not to give your kids, um, pregnancy, childbirth, all the way up to teenagers. And I started traveling all over the world speaking with that book. I got invited to Russia. I got invited to China. I got invited to Costa Rica. I got invited to Brazil, all over the United States. And I was doing book tours and talks. And it was my passion to spread the word about raw vegan and how powerful it can be.
Mm-hmm.
I do see some people doing it incorrectly
Mm.
because there are a lot of processed foods now, even in the raw vegan world, that people use, and they can get you in troubles with your gut health.
Mm.
And you really don't want to be giving those things to your kids. Um, but just moving in this direction is so, so positive.
Mm.
So positive. I made my own mistakes. Um, I I think that as my kids were getting older, like I was so, so into raw food. Like I just wanted everybody to know about it. And as my kids were getting older and they perceived the need to fit in with their peers, I feel like, kids also need to be social, and they also need to be low stress. And I should have realized that. So I could have backed up a little bit with them and maybe let them eat just, some whole plant foods that were cooked as well, and not have been quite as strict as I was. But, at that time, it's like my son had healed from asthma and ear infections, and I was concerned they could possibly come back. So I remained pretty strict about it. My kids have forgiven me for that, and and they still eat pretty healthy. Especially my son, he grows his own food,
In
and he takes
Costa
good care
Rica,
of himself.
I
Yes,
yeah, I listened to his YouTube podcast, and he is now consulting, right, on raw vegan diet. He's back to raw vegan diet.
he
Yeah,
eats mostly raw. He's very
yeah,
high raw. He does eat some cooked food, but mostly raw.
that's
Yeah.
amazing. You have done so much. Not only you touch your children and your whole family, you have extended your generous consultation and love to eat better with this raw vegan diet. And it's always a fine line, because we know what we eat is what who we are, what we become of what we eat. But the society is so far, right? It's meat and grilled, and fish is good, and la la la. And we are such a minority that sometimes we have to have this discipline. I've been on the raw vegan diet, not 100%, but for 20 years. And to fit into this society, um, it it's tough. It's we know what's good for us, but to fit in, um, sometimes we make mistakes, and oh my God, as a mother, you have done so much. You have done so much to, the ear infection. What could have been if he kept on eating the typical.
Oh yeah, I mean, asthma was terrible. He was wheezing all day long, and at night I took him in bed. I sometimes slept with him on top of me. It was so serious. We were running into the shower for giving him respiration. It
Wow.
was we were in and out of hospitals. Like this was not a good situation.
Oh, thank God.
And
Thank God he
and
had you.
I found raw food, and that was really really helpful. And I just, I tell people there is a way to do it correctly. You want to eat simply. You don't want to have these huge recipes. You want to have ease of digestion, but you want to have taste. So you want to eat delicious fruit and leafy greens and vegetables. And I got my kids working with me at the counter, and I taught them how to create their own menu, and
Oh
they
my.
became the chefs. And as
I
they got older, everywhere we went, even if we went on a trip in the hotel, we would go to the store, we would buy the food, and they would be the chefs and prepare the food. So, I don't regret anything that I did. The only thing is that I wish I had been, as they got older, I wish I had lightened up just a little bit so that they would have felt comfortable with other kids. Because, like you said, Kiko, it's hard in society when people are living on all of this meat, which is saturated fat, and it has no fiber, and processed food, which is all packaged stuff made in a factory. And again, it has no fiber for proper digestion. So people are not getting their nutrient needs met. They're not getting the fiber that they need to grow good bacteria in the gut. And so their guts are weak and they get sick. And then when they get sick, they don't understand what's happening to them. Whereas as we learn more and more about raw food nutrition and what it does for the whole body, we learn that there's so many connections. Like even the gut is connected to the brain.
mm,
Before I was a health coach, and I also have a vegan coach certification where I certify vegan and raw food coaches to go out there and do
mm,
the work that I do. Before I did that work, I was a speech and language therapist, pathologist for 43 years. And the last 20 of those years, I worked with kids with autism in the public schools. And I saw clearly that speech therapy, physical therapy, occupational therapy, wonderful, but they don't work if the child is eating chicken nuggets and macaroni and cheese and pizza, cheese pizza, and being shot up with drugs all day. Doesn't work. What does work, and those families who have come to me to really get the results and change the diet and lifestyle of the family, I have seen children with autism, with attention deficit, with hyperactivity, with people with brain fog. I have seen huge turnarounds. And raw vegan foods are purification for our cells, for our whole digestive system, and leads to health of every organ. And that's why this is the only path to take. So we might be a small minority of people following this nutrient rich way of eating, but I believe it is the only way that we will have our lifelong potential to thrive.
mm-hmm.
And I've seen women with hormone issues like what I had. I had severe hormonal cystic acne for over 25 years. I've
Mm,
seen women with hormonal situations like that, with hot flashes, with weight gain, with low energy, with brain fog, lack of sleep, turn it all around by adopting a raw vegan lifestyle, adding exercise, focusing on sleep routine, and you just end up feeling your best, and also low stress as much as possible.
Mm.
And so all these things I found when I was researching, I put all of them in my books. And it's my hope that people, families who are raising children, when they read the information in creating healthy children, they'll understand that this is the way that you start from the very beginning
Mm.
and raise healthy children who turn into healthy adults
Mm-hmm.
and avoid all those diseases that come up. And I wrote a book, Heal and Prevent Autism, Natural Solutions That Work, that teach parents how to get out of those situations with their kids by adopting a whole plant food diet and lifestyle and adding more and more raw foods as they go along.
You
And
have
I also wrote a Bye Bye Acne for people who want to relieve hormonal acne and other hormonal situations. And all of these things, I give people guidelines to follow throughout the book so that they can have this kind of complete healing.
mm. Yeah, you have so much to offer, and you have given so much, and you have saved many, many lives, I'm sure. And going back to your son's asthma situation, that's very detrimental. I know one guy who seemed to be healthy, but he had this asthma, and I know after a few months I knew him, he passed away. And it's very, very dangerous, especially for kids. So you have definitely saved your son, and you're continuing to do that. And that's very interesting that you had this professional background working with autistic kids. And I have also, I mean, I haven't worked in the same career, but I have seen vegan kids, whole food or full food, plant-based vegan kids. Their behavior is completely different. I mean, they don't cry out. I mean, it's just so easy. So I
Yeah,
understand.
I've seen children turn from, and adults as well. Recently, I worked with a woman with a 17-year-old boy with autism who was violent, and they didn't want him to end up in a psychiatric home, so they went raw vegan. And he completely, his nervous system completely calmed down. And they're
Mm,
able to keep him with them now at home because he's calm now instead of violent. And these are the kind of things that happen when we change your diet and lifestyle. It's profound changes. It's not little changes, it's profound changes. And that's why it's so important for anybody who has a health challenge of any kind or has a child with a health challenge that this is really the direction to go, is a raw food diet and lifestyle factors as well. All of those lifestyle factors, even beyond food, also must come into play. It's like a whole total approach
mm,
of the food, the nutrition, and all these other things I've talked about, the sleep, the exercise, um, the stress. One thing cannot be left out. The
mhm,
attitude, it
mhm,
all has to come together. And the movement is growing.
mhm.
It's growing. I mean, when I started in the 90s, there were very, very few people. And it
Am-
and it grew.
Amazing that you were able to stick with it. Yeah, but you had this crisis, health crisis yourself, and then most important, your child was going through some crisis as well. So you've been on the raw vegan journey for 31 years, and where do you live now?
I'm in two places. I live in New Jersey in the United States, just outside of New York City. And that's where I raised my family. But then my daughter, she moved out to Colorado, and I have my grandchildren here. I have three grandchildren. And because my son-in-law, he's a wonderful person. I just get along with him great. But he was going vegetarian, and I had a lot of really good hope for him to go vegan and add a lot more raw. But he didn't. After they got married, he went back to meat and other things, and um, so he doesn't eat the way that we do. But I have my grandchildren with me a lot. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to be out here, because I want to feed them. And they're with me a lot of the week, and they get to eat all of this really good food, and they love it. So I wanted them to grow up eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds and sprouts, and they do. And they help me prepare food, just like my kids help me prepare food. And yeah, they're with me, and they're thriving, I think, because they get a lot of fiber.
You are amazing. You are so giving. They're so lucky, but you got them like the veggies and fruits. That's a huge thing for kids, right? And they participate. That's gold there. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Now,
And
of
you
course, my daughter also gives them a lot of healthy, fiber-rich plant foods. But I think I do even more. So when they come to me, we're involved in activities that promote healthy eating, and we talk about the food, and they know which foods are really healthy. And and they'll come over to me and they'll say, I eat fruits and vegetables. I am strong. They did that this week. It was really cute.
oh,
So
that's cute.
yeah,
Oh my God. And
yeah.
you also do you still travel? Because I know you used to travel was this raw vegan retreat.
Yeah. Once my kids were teenagers, I started traveling a lot with my books, and I was traveling for many years. Then, when my grandchildren started being born, I've slowed down a bit, but I still travel. I still speak at events. I'll be speaking in August at the Vegan Wellness Retreat in Northern Michigan. That will be a really wonderful, it's kind of like an all-star Hollywood raw food retreat. It's like all like the major raw food actors and actresses are going to be there. So that's going to be really fun.
Wow.
And then in September, I'm going for the second year in a row to the wonderful Texas Fruit Festival to speak there. So I'm really looking forward to that. Dave Escamilla, who's the organizer, does an amazing job organizing the Texas Fruit Festival. It's only 3 days, but it's just just fantastic. I mean, the activities, the speakers he brings in speakers who want to engage with the audience, who want for people to learn. I don't get paid at these events to speak. I go because I love to engage with people, and I want this movement to grow. Sometimes, sometimes I get to be so close to people at the event that they end up signing up for my vegan coach certification. So something like that happens. But I go even if that doesn't happen, because it's so important to spread this information and for people to want to improve their health. And especially if people are experiencing health problems, for them to be able to change their diet and their lifestyle and see those changes that they want to see, just like I saw back in the 90s in myself and my own family. And we're very lucky right now to have this wonderful ultimate raw vegan bundle that both you, Kiko, and I are taking part in. And I was so glad to meet somebody new who's doing this. Very exciting to me to meet you. And we're going to do another talk where I am going to ask you questions and find out more about you, and what your path has been. And I've taken a look at your work, and it looks just beautiful, about your journey to Raw. And it's just so exciting that this is happening worldwide and that I can be here in Colorado, United States, and you're in Japan, correct?
Right.
And you're in Japan, and it feels like we're in a living room together.
Yes, true. Next door.
Yes, I mean, I hear you so clearly, and that we can talk and express our feelings about health and raw food. And it's just a beautiful thing. And I just want to tell people that you will love this raw vegan bundle. It only comes out once a year, but
That,
it is better than anything. If I have to pick one bundle, one creator collaboration of the year, this is it. This is it. I'm going to promote it to the hilt more than anything else. And I just want people to get these recipes, this information, see these creators who are so passionate about this lifestyle and have had some really great success stories, and and sign up to get it. It's thousands of dollars worth of recipes and fitness programs and yoga and all kinds of teachings about raw food, and life and meditation and lowering stress. And wow, it's like so much. And so I encourage people to sign up. It's only $50. And it's like even just one or two of these programs is worth $50. And you'll be getting so much to keep with you for a lifetime. So that's
mhm.
why I recommend it. You'll also be giving a huge amount of support to the community.
Definitely. This is
Yeah.
dressing by Karen's, and I just made it yesterday. It's a perfection. I mean, no oil, no salt, very, very simple recipe, and it's just so fresh, and it's a perfection.
Cream, so creamy.
Yeah, so creamy, but no oil. Like it's just some hemp seeds. Amazing. So
No
you need.
salt.
Mm-hmm,
And it's delicious. It gives me so much flavor from the dill.
mm-hmm.
And there is scallion in there. I put in one green onion. Um, yeah, it has one date for a little sweetness. I don't put loads of dates in my dressing. Just got one to sweeten it because we do have sweet receptors on our tongue. So it is nice to have a little added sweetness in a dressing. But just that one date does the job.
It's
And these
complete.
give you the omega 3s. It's just really nice, really, really nice.
Yeah, it just takes.
Thank you for
Definitely. Yes. And I cannot thank enough for someone like you who has been on this journey and you continue. I mean, you have like amazing amount of energy, right? You have two places in New Jersey and Colorado, and you've got your son in Costa Rica. You have speaking events around the world and three grandchildren. I mean, you have to be on this raw vegan diet, I feel, to keep
you
on
have
going.
to. You have to. And I am going to be 71 in a few months. And I want to stay energetic and healthy and thriving. I want to be there for people who want to connect with me about raw food. I want to be there for my grandchildren. I want to grow and continue learning. And I do everything I want to do in my life. I don't miss anything.
That's,
And I know so many people, even people who I am still friends with, who thought I was cute and funny doing this raw food lifestyle, and they didn't want to make the changes with me. And I'm still friends with them. I love them dearly. but a lot of them are having problems that I haven't experienced, like, so many of them going into peri and post menopause. They're experiencing weight gain, they're experiencing hot flashes, they're experiencing lots of joint problems and sleep problems and all kinds of things that can come along with peri and post menopause if you're not eating foods that serve your body, that give the fiber to your digestive tract, that just
Mm-hmm.
keep you so energetic from the glucose from the fruit, which is so wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So I wish that more and more people would learn from these educators, and this bundle is a great way to do it.
The
There's a
best.
lot of education in this bundle: education, recipes, and great examples. Excellent, excellent examples. The co-author of my book, it's called RAWthentic. The co-author is one of my past students. She
Oh,
took my vegan coach certification about 5 years ago. And it was so funny because she never told me where she lived. And then when I was coming out to Colorado and I told her I was coming to Colorado, she asked me where I lived, where I was going. And I told her Durango. And she was like, she practically screamed. She said, "That's where I live." So
oh.
she lives in the same town where my family lives. And we get together, we do events together, and we just co authored this wonderful book together, which I think everyone will absolutely love: the uncomplicated recipes. Uncomplicated recipes to live by. You don't have to be a chef to do the recipes that are in RAWthentic. And I think you'll love them. We love them. And we're so excited to have this book available.
Definitely. The chef, Karen, and the Feather, right? Feather has done the work for you. Super simple, and they nail each ingredient, and you don't have to think. You just have to put the ingredients, and that's it. For busy people, no excuse. And yeah, I'd highly recommend this book. And if anyone is not yet following Karen, definitely follow her. You can get this ultimate raw vegan bundle. It's the best investment. I mean, honestly, I'm happy they can get it from Karen's site or my site. It's only available until May 11th, so hurry and grab. There are a few people who
Uh,
bought and were from Japanese community, and they were a bit confused on how to purchase. So don't wait until last minute because it might be a
yeah,
bit complicating if you do it for the first time. It's simple, but it's just a click where to click.
yeah. And all that you have to do is to go to one of our profile pages,
Yes.
and you will see the link to the bundle. You will see it right in our profile page. For me, you could go to Super Healthy Raw, and you'll go there, you'll see the profile page, and you'll see the link for the raw vegan bundle. Or you can also go to Kiko's. Kiko, what is yours called? Your profile page?
Nama.to.hako, uh, nama to hako. So yeah, if you just click on our live events, I'll share our live video. Maybe are you okay that I share on YouTube channel after this?
Absolutely.
Excellent. So people can see it.
Absolutely.
Some people might not have Instagram, and my friends has been asking me on that. So yeah, definitely you just have to go to our Instagram bio profile and then just click on that link. It's very simple. Just buy now. Don't wait until
Simple.
don't wait until the last minute.
And
It's like
you go to the raw vegan bundle after you click on the link and you sign up for it. You can easily download everything.
mm,
All the ebooks and courses come up for you, and to the right it says download. Just
yeah.
click download. Downloads right to your computer. It's one of the easiest things, and it's only available until May 11th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. So it's not available for that long.
I know a lot of people are going to regret not buying it in this time period. So I don't like to push, and I always say, it's up to you, but you don't know what's inside. There's so many goals in this bundle. So get it now. I just want to be mindful. I know you have we agree for 30 minutes. So we have 5 minutes
Yes.
over. Yeah, is there anything else that you wanted to mention? Last note from you on this?
Just, anybody who's watching, check out my websites. Have a lot of information on my websites as well. And my vegan coach certification, which is to become a vegan and raw food health coach. It's a half-a-year program. You get a lot of support, education, and you're live every week with students from around the world. That you find out more about that at feelfabulouswithfood.com. Feelfabulouswithfood.com. My coaching is there as well, and my children's site for raising the healthiest vegan and raw kids is superhealthychildren.com. Superhealthychildren.com. And at both those websites, I have books and ebooks that I've written. My four books, Creating Healthy Children, Raw Vegan Recipe Fund for Families, which has 115 easy recipes that even children can recreate. They're so easy, is at superhealthychildren.com also. And Bye Bye Acne, and what's the other one? Oh, the autism book, Heal and Prevent Autism. Yeah.
So
And
much.
then there's other books, that ebooks, that are recipe books that are at Feel Fabulous with Food. So there's a lot of resources, and you can get whatever you need. And I would say that for right now, if you want to make a decision what to get for yourself, that you should go with this Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle.
Mm-hmm. Link in our bio. Definitely get that right away. Thank you so much, Karen. It was a pleasure and honor to connect with you, and I'm looking forward to our next one.
I am looking forward to it as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it
Yay.
was great to talk to you today, Kiko. And have a wonderful, is it daytime for you now?
It's morning time. Yeah. Mhm.
Morning. Yeah, and here it's evening. Have a wonderful rest of the day.
Thank you. Have a great night, Karen. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.